Hey guys, welcome back to the English Gentleman Gamer with me, Roscoe. Here's a few thoughts on Destiny Beta, apologies for that one. I think I'm level 4 by this point. I've just been checking some sort of scanner or something. The reason why I wait, this is actually 58th minute of an hour and a half I was playing last night. I've kind of moved on to this bit just to show you that I've unlocked this little speeder thing, which I think is a good idea, because it saves a lot. I mean, imagine trying to walk all this way, and certainly getting to these radio beacons that I've just been scanning or whatever, it would have been a hell of a fucking walk if you didn't do it. So I like the fact you can do this. I mean, there's so many things about this game that I like. There's the fact that it's a co-op sometimes, and it's not necessary. It's just random people will be on the same mission as you, and they're on the map with you and help out, basically. Which I jumped off there just because the speeder, as far as I can tell, or my speeder anyway, I couldn't manage to get it to fire any sort of weapon, so you're kind of defenceless, really. That's why I got off the thing. Like I say, I'm level 4. I think this is mission 4 or 5, which I think is the last one you need to do. I like this idea as well, by the way, the fact that if you're out and about, and I've just been doing something else, and my aim was appalling there. If you're out and about the normal map and you die, you just kind of respawn pretty close by. And this one, you can get right towards the end, and if you die, you've got to basically do it all again, which is a bit frustrating, but I think is a good idea. I've changed weapon at this point. This is a level, I don't know what gun this is called. I think it's definitely a pulse rifle of some sort, with 21 rounds. I thought I'd try it. It was a mistake, really. It just up and left every time. That's where the bullets went. The weapon I was using before it was some sort of scout rifle, I think it was called. Anyway, it had 11 rounds in it, and it was at the same sights as this. It was a bit longer, but you could one-hit kill from fucking miles away, even on the iron sights. That's what I was doing. I thought it was great. It was a bit of a mistake using this gun, but I couldn't be arsed trying to change it. Although I wish I fucking had, because it was crap, in my opinion. I do like the Halo approach of 2 guns and a grenade, basically, or 2 guns and some sort of special weapon, whatever. Not like the kind of Doom in the past. Them captains are fuckers, by the way. I was quite lucky to get them. I got 3 headshots in one go there. But them captains are quite difficult to get rid of. They seem to have some sort of shield or whatever you've got to take out first, and then you can actually start killing them. Yeah, I think Halo was one of the first game where you were limited to 2 weapons. I think like kind of the older Medal of Honor games and Doom, for example, you had like 6 or 7 weapons you could choose from, which despite the size, none of which seemed to impede your ability to move, that I remember. This is kind of nearer the end of the level, mission, whatever. These guys were close. I didn't think were too difficult to spot, personally. I did a really bad job here. It took me a while to take these guys out. But onto the game itself, aside from the fact it takes forever to load anything, which, take it or leave it, it doesn't really bother me too much. I mean, you would like to get into a game a bit quicker. I think it's a very, very polished game for a beta, which bodes very well for the full retail release whenever it is. Is it September? Can't remember. And it's definitely on my radar. If I can get it at the beginning, I definitely will do. Because I haven't enjoyed a single player game for a while. And the last was Dishonored, which I'll stop banging that fucking drum over and over again. I did enjoy Batman, the one that came on PS Plus. I did enjoy Uncharted 3. I just never seemed to get that much time to play it. I knew there'd be loads of enemies in here. That's why I kind of was sneaking around. If I had that proper rifle I was using before, I could waste these guys from miles away, but this pulse rifle's crap for this. I mean, I got a couple of headshots on that guy, but if I'd had my proper rifle that I wanted, I'd have took that guy out one shot then. 120 point headshot, boom. But there you go. This was a bit longer than I wanted it to be. I was trying to pick this guy off, because the shotgun I've got as a secondary weapon is garbage. It takes forever to load. It doesn't seem to do that much damage. To be honest, if you're up close and personal, you're better off doing a melee attack, which I do find considerably more useful, and actually seems to charge quicker than the fucking reloading the shotgun. But overall, this game is very promising. I like the exploration. Reminds me of Starhawk and Defiance that I played a while back. I like Starhawk. If I had the fucking time, which is the only thing I don't seem to get. I mean, that guy was standing waiting for me to shoot him, and ran out of fucking bullets. If I had the time, I would have liked to have gone through Defiance. I quite liked that, and I liked the fact that like this game, there was loads of you in there all doing your own thing. I thought that was good. Starhawk, I thought was good. The online was slightly strange in a way. They were, even guys on your own team would give you shit if you weren't doing the right thing, which I thought was not particularly encouraging for new players like me. But there you go. Well, this game has definitely, I mean, I'm not sure about the 10-year lifespan that Bungie are hoping for, but I can see a lot of people getting a lot of value out of this game. Like I say, I think it looks fantastic. I like the way the missions are structured. I mean, I've noticed that they kind of you might be on like mission 2 or 3, whatever, but you're in the same area, so obviously it's reusing assets and stuff. I like this ghost thing that you've got. These kind of pop up from all over the place, unfortunately. They're a bit of a pain in the ass, but they're not too bad to take care of. I like the fact you've got regenerative health, rather than having to find health packs. I just find that a bit boring, really. I think I died on the way out of here. But yeah, to sum up, this is definitely on my radar. The only game that would possibly be on my radar otherwise would be Dishonored 2, but it's not even been announced yet. So that one's some time off. I like the exploration. I've not played the multiplayer yet, I've not unlocked that yet, and whether I managed to unlock it in time before the end of the beta remains to be seen. I don't know, I think I was fucking talking to my better half at this point, that's why I got fucking wasted, but yeah. Put myself back into life here. I wasn't quite sure how exactly, I mean, it said you like respawns are limited, but I was exactly where I was. But my controller was dying by this point. I was definitely running. I had my ammo back and stuff. Don't know what I thought I was doing there. Just fucking running around like an headless chicken. Anyway, enough about that. Overall, I think the game's very polished. I think the audio's fantastic. I think the graphics, for a company that have never done a PS3 game before, put a lot of other PS3 games to shame, other than Killzone and Uncharted, which are PS3 only developers. It certainly makes fucking DICE look quite crap, to be honest. I like the way the missions work. I like the fact you've only got 2 guns. I like the regenerative. I mean, these aren't new things, but I just like the way that Bungie have put it all together. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the science fiction thing, but obviously if it wasn't setting out space with aliens, blah blah blah, it would limit what you could actually do. You couldn't have the speed as... I mean, it reminds me of a lot of Star Wars, to be honest. But I think it's got a lot of potential. I'm not sure how big the world is overall, or the universe or whatever. I like the fact you go to the... that tower, is it called, and you can, chat to other players or whatever. You can go and pick your guns, blah blah blah. It's fairly social looking. Obviously it isn't, because you're still on your own in your own house, obviously, but I like the way it does it. I like this grenade thing, by the way, that you don't just get one, and they're not... I'm not sure how powerful they are, because I don't seem to remember getting any kills with it, but I like the way it recharges, rather than you're just getting one and that's it until you find an ammo crate or whatever. These guys are a bit more like cannon fodder, to be honest. But this gun was pissing me off, I have to say. I would have rather had my original gun and just kind of stood off a bit and headshotted them all from a distance, or got up. The one thing I'm definitely going to do, or try to do anyway, is get rid of this shotgun. These guys are little bastards. These floaty things, I find them exceptionally hard to fucking take out. These are normally 2-hit kills with my preferred rifle. It seems to take a bit of a beating off this pulse rifle. But yeah, I can see myself playing a lot of this game. I've not found any... The only thing I don't like about it, and it's not a complaint, more of an observation, is that I find the controls quite slow. Like the look speed, for me, is a bit too slow. I mean, I've got it set on the top one and I still find it a bit slow. Well, that's about all I can say. It's not even a bad thing, really. It's just personal preference. I do hope they add a few more speeds in it, and if there's ever a survey on, then I will mention it, but I can't see them listening to me. It is a normally useless shotgun. I end up getting one hit off this, and because it takes so fucking long to like pump the bloody thing, I end up using a melee attack, which I find considerably more powerful, to be honest. And one thing I do like the melee attack on is in stuff like Killzone, you've obviously got to be up close and personal, or right behind them or whatever, and then it works. This game you can use it anywhere, and you can sometimes... That captain was quite stupid. There was other ones I was fighting against last night that were considerably tougher to get rid of than him. But that blue glow is a bit of a giveaway as well. Obviously it makes it obvious where he is, but... Anyway guys, those are my thoughts on Destiny so far. I think it looks great, it sounds great, it plays great, and there's a lot of potential, and it's definitely going to be on my radar, and I suspect a lot of other people's radars as well. I like the gameplay, I like the weapons feel great, just the whole thing doesn't feel like a beta, but maybe it should be a beta. It's what betas are like, and the ones we've played from a certain Swedish developer have just been a pile of shite. I remember the BF4 beta in particular was considerably ropey. I've only ever found one issue with this so far, and that's because I kind of took a bit of a shortcut on the way towards this mission, and I went over a bridge quite a quick way, and it struggled to keep up with me loading the game, but it didn't freeze. It kind of froze for like 1 second, but it didn't lock up. There was none of that shite, which is what you get in retail. But fucking queuing. If I had like a rocket launcher or something, I'd have wasted them all then. I've run out. By this point, I realise I've run out. I'm trying to think. I fucking can't shoot the guy. I thought, bollocks. I was running out of time. I knew my controller was going flat. I thought, fuck it, I'm just going to steam down here and try and take him out with me 3 rounds, ignoring the guy to my left for some strange reason. I have to melee this guy to death, I think, because I've got no fucking bullets. But at least he can. I think I finally waste this fucking guy in a minute. There we go. And he finally dropped some bullets for me. Like I said, I've done 2 melees in 2 seconds and finished them guys off. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Take it easy and have a good weekend. Thanks for watching. Bye.